as you see, never left here.
On the morning of the 26th of April at 3 a.m, the Lahore Division, which included the 1st Battalion Connaught Rangers, were ordered to move at forced march pace to Ypres. The sector was under German attack. The noise of artillery told them it was going to be a bloody affair. The chaplain, Father Peel, marched in the rear with the medical orderlies. Over the previous 3 days, the Germans had established themselves along Pitcairn Ridge, from the Ypres Canal to St. Julian. The Lahore Division were ordered to take the ridge. Prior to battle, it is common practice to reconnoitre the area, mark enemy positions and obstacles on the map. In this case, no forward planning took place. When the attack went in, only 2 artillery batteries were in place, and these were without forward observation officers. The exact positions of the German trenches were unknown. When the artillery bombardment opened up, the assault troops crossed the start line. The troops had 40 minutes to reach the German lines. Then, after 5 minutes of heavy bombardment, the troops would storm the German lines. As the Lahore Division crossed Hilltop Ridge, then across a shallow valley where they crossed the British front line trenches, and up to the slope to Mauser Ridge. Before them, and protected by barbed wire and dominating the approach, were the enemy trenches. As they crossed Hilltop Ridge, they were met by heavy artillery fire from behind the German lines. The men were falling in heaps. Well-sighted German machine guns were able to sweep up to 1,000 yards, and a blast of fire met the troops as they neared the crest. Part of the Jalandhar Brigade edged away from the fire and into the second line of the Connaught Rangers attacking troops. This form of bunching allowed the German machine gunners a perfect concentrated fire. The 1st Battalion Connaughts on the left and the 1st Battalion Manchesters on their right made it up to the uncut German wire. A light northwesterly wind was blowing. The men scarcely felt it as they struggled forward, but on that gentle breeze came a yellow-greenish cloud, and it rolled down onto the right-hand battalion of the Moroccan and Ferozepur Brigade. "Look out! We've arrived in hell," was the cry of an Indian havildar. It was chlorine gas. The gas broke up the attack. The French line went to pieces, leaving the Rangers exposed on their flank. Despite death and torture, the surviving Rangers held their position 80 yards from the German lines. Without respirators, the only form of protection the troops had was to wet or urinate on handkerchiefs and place them over their faces. The gas had the effect of filling the lungs with blood, and the soldier died in his own blood. The Connaught Rangers lost 18 officers and 351 men that afternoon. Despite the use of gas, the Connaughts held their line and attacked the German trenches again the following day. They beat off constant German counterattacks until they were relieved. Father Peel was back in the hospital, clearing station, in La Brique during the battle. In here men were stacked 3 and 4 high around the walls, and in the centre, the table where the surgery was carried out.